Hey, good morning. Social distancing still in Manhattan on this beautiful day. We're very excited to be here and show you an apartment combination that I did from the outside. So man on the street here. You'll notice we got the great Dakota in the background. And I love 72nd Street. It's one of my favorites. And what we're going to go show you today is an apartment combination. And as we turn around, this a building number here, and with all the scaffolding above it, we're really talking about that apartment on the 4th floor. Come on up, let's go see what's inside. So here we are. You may be wondering why, as you watch this video, you're going to wonder why you're seeing it in two parts. We basically had to today's the day after Election Day, and we had to redo this just so we could incorporate the street view, which I thought would make a lot of sense. And I know some people have asked for that, and I thought it was a perfect time to do it. And this is such a great apartment combination that I just wanted to redo the beginning of it so you see the scale of the foyer. So we're so excited they're moved in. We shot this when it was empty. And what we're most excited about is that we have this fabulous apartment with 2,500 square feet, 4 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, central air. The short story of this is that we started this in February, and we thought it would take 6 months. It's a massive combination of here we got left and right bedroom, and this was a kitchen, and this was a nasty bathroom, gas, and some giant ventilation system in the building here, combined with an kind of already renovated other apartment that was 3 bedrooms. It was a combination years ago of 3 studios, I think, or maybe a 1 bedroom and 2 studios, but we'll go through that as we walk through this beautiful apartment. But my challenge was how to make this feel like a grand home with an exciting, formal entrance in the foyer, and we ripped up the floors. We put in an old pre-war herringbone floor here. Philip Jeffries wallpaper, working with someone who's doing their furnishings, but was able to raise the ceiling, square it off so that it looks like it should as a foyer. The lights aren't here. They're still coming for what's here to be a statement foyer. We added a powder bath, which was phenomenally hard to do. And central air the ducts are running through the ceiling, which you can't see. But we have, and always include, as we go through here, we have magnet relay switches for all the closet lighting so they come on easily. This is a provincial stain. I think it's a Duracell. We took an old bathroom and actually made a powder bath. So as I walk in here, you'll see, we just thought it was lovely to have 4.5 baths, and this little bath is, I think, really pretty darling and barely big enough, but perfectly large enough for us to have the powder bath, public bath be here with ventilation that ties into the building system. And it's really done in kind of like the pre-war feeling with brass fixtures, and we actually had to swap the toilet out because it was too long. So we did all of that at the spur of the moment at the very end and got that all done. So it's fabulous. I think we'll start the tour here. Besides all of the supplies and returns that come in, the ducts that are going that you're seeing in the ceilings, we actually straightened out some of the beams, took everything down. There was no crown molding, cleaned it all up so that, and all the moldings around the windows so that it looks new. And it is new. We combined the apartment here. When we do the walkthrough here, there's 2 36-inch pocket doors, so 6-foot opening between the family room, a formal dining room, and a formal living room. But I think what we'll do now is we'll go and look at the master suite, since it's kind of on its own wing, which was by design. So again, some of their selections are all designed with their preferences in mind. Here we have this stunning master bath, and what we did is we expanded it so that the wet area went over the dry. There were closets below and closets here. So we just took some of the area out of this kitchen space and closets and made this a fantastic master bath. It's a little small when you walk in, we know that, but that was the compromise. And we think that, having the pocket doors again, which is what this is, I think that always makes a difference to not have to be in the way, of having a door swing out, which drives me nuts. We're missing the mirror, but this is, again, a Paula by design, our custom vanity, which has, our signature wraparound drawers, which everyone does. But the detail, I think, that's stunning is just how we do the furniture base, and it's really a phenomenal piece with just Caesar stone countertops that are sustainable, and we have it's parent and row finished hardware plumbing fixtures throughout. This is blue cielo, and we tie that into their Philip Jeffries wallpaper. I know there's still a towel bar to come up, and not sure where this mirror is, but we have this incredible, which we'll show later. This is a Roburn medicine cabinet with mirrors on the inside, which is phenomenal because it gives you a lot of space to hide things. And what's really amazing, ducts are going above this, in between all our recessed lights, is this incredible shower. So we don't have a door. It's large enough that I don't have to have a door. And we made sure with the rain shower overhead that we could actually be in the shower and not worry about water. There's a vent right outside, and I always lower the ceiling at the entrance of a shower so that the steam rolls in and stays in as opposed to coming out into the whole bathroom. The tile's beautiful. This blue cielo marble is really phenomenal, and the hex floor tile mosaic is great. But you'll see the parent row fixtures in here, and we found this phenomenal little cubby inside where there was a hole, space behind the wall. So we took advantage of having it be storage for us. So you'll see that as we go through the shots. So let's go look at the master suite, which has one of our air handlers. Think that part of the problems with doing all this stuff is that it's always difficult to try to engineer. We had to redesign the entire central air system because of the ducts. This is a soffit that you drop because all the ducts are supplying that dining room over here. Living room actually is the formal area here, and we have the TV wired here, the little, makeup vanity area, my signature built-ins. The radiator cover has the door, so it's easy for us to access and control the heat. We had a leaking radiator here, unfortunately, which thank God we caught in time so it didn't really ruin the floor. We're still waiting for replacement. We soundproofed this wall so we don't have to hear the neighbor, but we were waiting for replacement master sconces so that they're switchable and can be controlled on each side. But what's interesting about this master bedroom, which needs another closet, originally we'll see the former master, and I've got to say, it's no longer master, it's primary. Shame on me. So master's been replaced everywhere to be socially correct in terms of our references today, which is just so insidious. You don't even know that you're speaking about something that relates to subjugation and slavery, which is crazy. So it's now called primary. We shouldn't do that anymore, so now it's primary. So, correction for everyone to note. So we have I love the LED lighting for all the closets. It makes it so bright. Pocket door. This is an air handler. We have 3 of them. And what's interesting about this air handler, and it's fun to have this to be able to talk about because I don't usually get to show this to people, it's always hard to design and figure out how much room you really need, and no matter what the engineers tell you, they just never get it right to tell you that, you really need 48 inches to cover the piping and the refrigerant. This is going out to a condenser that's all the way on the other side of the apartment. This is, 2,500 square foot apartment, and that's all the refrigerant piping in so that the air that's mixing is taking the hot air out, and we're removing the moisture in the air, and it's draining and pumped. That's a condensation pump at the bottom, and it has actually a water sensor so that if it's not draining properly, this whole system sets off. The drain comes up and is pumped out, and there's a standoff drain pipe here, which we have to have an access panel so that we just never worry about it. And once they get there, I think they're doing California closet, we're gonna do the master closets in here. Once we have that done, then we'll probably close this off, wall this off, and put an access panel on, so we know we're not gonna see this ugly thing, but it's kind of fun to be able to talk about, because we have to be able to always be able to get access to remove the filters, because if we don't, they can't service it. So when you're planning all this stuff from an interior perspective, every single detail matters. And I think I have my PhD now in central air systems, because this is the fourth one I've done where we had to redo all of it based on the beams. So pre-wars are tough. The beams. So what was really phenomenal about this, and you'll have the before photos to see what happens. This hideous floor, actually this is the same width of the plank, but this is a beautiful matte, it's actually satin finish. Provincial stain, Duraseal. I have a Bona top coat finish because I swear I think it just makes such a big difference. We had 3 different breaker panels that came from the original apartments that were combined to give us enough electric capacity. And we had all the original beams. Love the color of this room. This is white down. We have basically supplies coming through here and returns tucked away. And I like these grills. They actually have a little control mechanism in them that you just can't see, because they're innocuous. They're actually taped into the walls, so we really just don't have a lot of grill issue to see. My custom built-ins, again, designed to have storage around the room. This living room has also a floor outlet that was a nightmare, even though it's been in the plan and planned forever. Nothing like having to rip up floor to put in an outlet, and changed it. So this is now becoming my favorite finish for floors. You can get that in nickel or you know, this brass, which I think is a better option than what was done in the past. So we changed all that. We have 3 different zones. There was a thermometer control in the master bedroom for this master area and this room. This thermostat controls the dining room and the family room kitchen. This is where the apartments were joined. We actually have a pocket, 6 foot, 3 foot each side pocket door, so that we can close off the walls. And there's a pocket door that goes into the kitchen here, so you can really separate, if you're entertaining the space, from the family, which I think is great. We're coming back to finish all of our touch-ups after we get done with photography today. Art light for the art. We have one more chandelier coming in, and the foyer lights and some things that just aren't here yet. But I think what we'll do is we'll take a walk through the kitchen and start from the service side to give you an idea of how we see this. The floor didn't have the same heights, so we actually first had to chop up the slab, and this actually pitches down a little bit, but it looks so beautiful to have the floor all one height, which was a funny story because we made the decision to do that mistakenly. We had to decide things about soundproofing and carpet area so that we don't have to worry about it. But I think the result of having this level floor and these flush saddles, which are 7 inches, make such a huge difference in how this feels, because I don't have them anywhere. No saddles, they're all flush. So as you get older, and even for kids, you just don't have to worry about tripping over anything.